Well, welcome back to Houston Life. It's time now for our H-Town Sit Down.
Let's meet today's guest.
She's been recognized by city leaders for her activism, performed at City Hall, Miller Outdoor Theater, and the Hobby Center. And this week, she was a speaker alongside NASA Administrator Bill Nelson to commemorate JFK's moon speech. Oh, and did we mention she's still a teenager? She's Houston's Youth Poet Laureate, Avalon Hogans, and she joins us today on Houston Life.
And Avalon Hogans joins us now in studio. Congratulations on this title of Houston's Youth Poet Laureate. Explain how this all goes down, because essentially you have a one-year term, which you are nearing the end of. How did it all happen for you?
Yeah, so for me, what I did was I found the application online from writers in the schools. I applied. After that, I had callbacks. I read my poems aloud to a panel. And then after that, it was ultimately up to 2 finalists, and Mayor Turner selected the laureate.
What an incredible ride you've had. I mean, talk to us a little bit about that experience giving that speech at Rice. I know it was probably nerve-wracking, but that's your element. That's sort of your Super Bowl of events, right?
Yeah, so it was incredible. I just started as a freshman at Rice University. I haven't even been there a month yet. So just to step in the Rice Stadium and perform an original piece. I wrote that piece my junior year for another event I did for Rice University. It was with the Rice Space Institute, and it was a virtual event because of COVID, but I was contacted by that same organizer and asked to do it live this time.
It's incredible. What a great opportunity. The words that you write, where does the inspiration come from?
Mostly myself, really. People always say, write what you know. The poem I rehearsed at the moon speech, it's about Houston. I was born and raised here. I know it pretty well, so that's where I got it from.
You know, we have to brag on you a little bit. I mean, obviously, you're a student at Rice. Before that, you were at HSPVA. When you were in middle school, or let's say you had to do the WITS program, Writers in School, both of my boys did that. And maybe at the time, younger students think, oh, I don't know, I don't want to do this. But gosh, all of those kind of writing programs really help you kind of formulate your vision, you being a writer and a performer of your poets.
Yeah,
of your poems, excuse me.
Yeah, for sure. I think Writers in the Schools is a great way to get introduced to literary arts. Even if you don't think you're a very strong writer, you're not confident in your skills yet, there are so many different genres. There's poetry, graphic novel writing, fiction, screenwriting, even acting can play a role in it if you are interested in playwriting. So I would definitely recommend learning about writing, about creative writing skills, and, you know, taking classes from WITS. So
you are poised and confident. All of these speaking engagements, I still get nervous when I speak in front of a crowd. I really do. Where does your confidence come from? Because when we look at the venues, the dignitaries you've spent time with, that seems like it's a bit of pressure, no? Do you feel that pressure?
Yeah, I definitely feel pressure. For me personally, I feel really anxious before I go on stage, but right when I step on and right when I'm towards the middle of my poem, I just, you know, these are my words and I'm just speaking my words. So that's really what grounds me whenever I'm on stage.
That's really awesome. Great words of advice. What's next for you? What's on the horizon for you?
Actually, next Tuesday, September 20th, I'll be speaking at the National Nonpartisan Conversation for Voters' Rights with Mayor Turner at the Houston America's Hilton. I'll be reciting an original poem about voting rights. So that's what I'm looking at next, and just continuing my studies at Rice.
That is fantastic. And speaking of your studies at Rice, as we already mentioned, you are a freshman now. And what are your plans through school? What are you majoring in? And have you even thought about post-college, or is it too early?
I get that question a lot. I do think it would be really cool to get a master's. I don't know where yet. I'm just going to see how these next 3 years take me. But as for right now, I am an English major and an African and African American Studies minor.
That's great. It really is wonderful. Now, there is an application process that's opening. Tell us about that in case anybody out there wants to be part of this.
Yeah, so actually the deadline to apply is today by midnight, which I know can sound a little stressful, but really as long as you just use your own poems, your own words, like everything will be fine. You can find it on writersintheschools.com. It is the paper application to be the 2023 Houston Youth Poet Laureate. So
So
those
get on out there and
applications
apply. Don't be afraid by today's deadline. You still have time. Avalon Hogans, it is such a pleasure to meet you. And we hope you'll stay in touch and come back and visit us here sometime.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You bet.
Anytime.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. It's so cool what you've been doing. If you would like to connect with Avalon, you can visit our website. We do have a link under the Scene on Houston Life section of HoustonLife.tv.